Item 22, the Christchurch Civic Awards process review. Now, Yanni, you chair the committee that's done some work on this, so if you'd like to introduce this item, that would be great.
Yeah, sure. I mean, effectively, I think the report's pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think it needs a long introduction. Just to say that what we've done is basically formalise some of the criteria and the procedures, and we've extended it into some new categories so that we can recognise people in a slightly different way than just the Civic Award. So I think this really captures the process. It's a way of recognising people that have a special relationship and connection to the city in one form or another where it's appropriate, but still that committee will retain, you know, quite a large degree of discretion, as will the council when it chooses to approve any of the things that have been suggested. So I think the final point I'd make is that if you look around, staff did a really good job looking at around the awards around New Zealand and around Christchurch, and what you find is there are a huge number of schemes to recognise and make awards to people for a whole variety of different things. So I think, you know, the interesting thing about this is really it's refining what we're already doing and adding a little bit to it, but it's not trying to duplicate other events. And the final point was just the emerging civic award that we talked about, the emerging leaders. So what we recognise is that there'll be people that are doing new, interesting things in the city that have a positive benefit, and we thought it was important to have a category that enabled us to have an emerging leaders civic award. So it's not just for young people, but it's for those emerging things that are happening in the city that we have a way to recognise, which I think is actually quite cool. So really happy to move this forward. Thank you to the staff for the work that they've done on it. Yeah, great. Thanks.
Thank you for the introduction, and thanks also to you and your committee for the work that's been done to get us to this point. Now, Duncan, welcome to the table. Was there anything that you wanted to add to the comments that Yanni's made?
No, thanks, Mr. Chairman. I think Councillor Johansson's covered it nicely.
Thank you. Yanni, you're happy to move this? Yep, so moved by Yanni, seconded by Sarah. Are there any questions on this? Any debate? Aaron, question.
Just on, and I should probably know this given my position, but the for higher honours beyond the Civic Awards, can that committee or can a council nominate for things like knighthoods and stuff? Like if there's someone in our community that as a council we go...
Aaron, that's quite a nice one.
Well, not me.
Duncan, is that a question that you're able to answer?
So if the council was to take a view that they wanted to nominate an eminent citizen for a royal honour, then I guess it would be the case where the mayor would nominate that person up through the process of the royal honours process. But that would be my understanding of it. I might have to go back and do a bit more work to get back to you to confirm that, Councillor Keelan, but that would be my understanding of it at the moment.
Thank you. Any further questions? Any debate? I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Aye. Against? That's carried. Thank you.